special. Don't you forget you're special.
We were all born different, even those that look alike. Even twins of
Welcome to
differences
the
and
Able
can
Show
be
podcast.
identified.
I am your
Nobody
host,
is
Olden
perfect, I just want
Polonese.
you to
I am joined by my co-host,
Scott Ely.
Rebecca Cristancho. Bruna Bertassi.
and also don't forget our resident DJ, DJ X-Ray. Here at the Able Show podcast, we bring you amazing talents, whether it's from the world of music, sports, teachers, doctors, lawyers, whatever it is. If they are amazing, we are going to bring them to you and bring you their stories. And today we are joined by an amazing lady known simply as Oya. You know, she's an award-winning singer, songwriter, author. I see a copy of her book. Wow, I mean, that's a lot of talent.
Yeah, she's a boss.
I barely have one.
She made it.
But yeah, so we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we are gonna be joined in the white hot seat by Miss Oya.
Don't you forget you're special. Don't you forget you're special.
Hey, you are special, and don't forget it.
Hey, rays of light, peace and blessings. I am Oya, and if you're tuning in, I know that you are ready to shine like the star you are.
Oh Lord, I pray, no more sorrow, no sadness, no trouble will it be, and there's peace in the valley for me.
Touching.
Oh, that's dope. I like that.
Thank you.
I didn't know you did gospel.
Yeah, I've been singing in church since I was 3 years old with my father.
Wow. So as you just saw that video, Peace in the Valley,
Beautiful.
we are joined by the lovely Oya, O-Y-A. Gotta get it right for these people. So Oya, let's get right down to it. Singer, songwriter, author,
Academic.
academic,
Psychology.
everything. So you're a woman of many talents. What's your favorite?
You know, music is my first love. Like I said, I grew up singing in church with my father at 3 years old, and my brother encouraged me writing poems and stories. You know, he was in the boys' choir. They come from a musical family. And then, you know, I just learned how to fuse my writing, my thoughts, and recognizing that music made people happy, but I knew that there was something more. And that's the reason why I went to school for psychology, so I could fuse the two to figure out how to make music and
Heal people.
yeah, through music, but then the words and helping them. So
Wow, it's beautiful.
That's
Thank
dope.
you.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Wow.
it's beautiful.
And
Learn something new every day.
when did you start singing professionally?
professionally, that came a little bit, I would say, later on, like elementary-ish, you know, like
Later on.
when you say professionally, that's like when I made that like first like $40 at the fashion show or something. Got paid. When you get paid, that's when it counts, you know. So yeah, I would say, you know, but it was pretty young, elementary, adolescent, and then it really started going once I got into junior high. Like it was official.
And you started a business around that time too, right?
Yeah,
a little
I
boss babe.
did. So, you know, I got into modeling, acting. It was like all that natural, normal stuff, you know, coming from music, just really fancying the world of being on TV and watching my favorite, you know, singers. And yeah, I had a lot of friends in high school that wanted to do what I was doing. They saw me doing stuff, being in catalogs and stuff. And so instead of just sending them to an agency, I actually started my own. I love that. Yeah, I started my own model and talent management company, and I started booking all of my friends in school.
I love that.
Yeah, so yeah,
I can see a little book and little
Okay,
account.
I have a little weird question. Your name was attached, and I still haven't gotten confirmed. One of my favorite movies, Joyful Noise.
Yeah.
You were involved in that movie?
Yeah. So I assisted with the marketing promotion for Joyful Noise with Dolly Parton and Queen Latifah.
Oh my God, that's my favorite scene.
Yeah.
With her and Chris Christopherson.
So
that's
good.
my favorite scene. That song is amazing.
And Dolly Parton, she's just, I love both of them. And so it was really an honor when they asked me to come in. And it was a really super duper challenge because they had fans of Dolly Parton, Queen Latifah, and the whole Joyful Noise movie and movement to call in, to email in, and they gave an idea of a song they wanted immediately. And I had to write it, produce it, and teach the choir members how to sing it like in 10 minutes.
That's my favorite song.
Sing a little bit for us?
Yeah.
Can you sing a little bit for
Oh
us?
gosh, that was a while ago with some of those songs, but I mean, it was.
Hopefully, we'll get her to sing something real.
Yeah.
She gotta get her voice right.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
What moment you're think about putting music and health together, how for heal people, or what do you which moment in your career you think about that?
You know what? I didn't know that I was processing this as a little bop in church, but I first learned that from my father singing in church, and I would see people be moved, physically moved, they would have to stand up. There was something that was processing. Yeah, that's for sure. It's just, people that can be very sad, and then music uplifts them. And I saw that with my father, but I didn't understand the psychology and everything else that went with that. And that's a big part of also why I decided to go to school and fuse those things together. Because I had the music stuff, I was raised in the household with the music, but I really wanted to go to school to really understand more about the mind and the connection with the body, the spirit, the emotions, the environment,
So now all your songs are geared towards that?
Pretty much, I would say all of the music that I definitely record, it's all gonna be inspirational. It has to be something that's inspirational no matter what genre it is.
We ain't got no WAP or nothing.
Oh my God. Leave it to Odin.
Some people might find
we here having fun.
It's got to be inspiring. I believe in dancing, having fun. It's just inspiring, good, positive music.
So are you more gospel, more traditional?
What do you mean by that? When you say more gospel music?
There's gospel music, and then there's the heathen music or whatever.
Well, I mean, like I said, everything is inspirational, so it can be any genre, but it's gonna be inspirational,
blues,
gospel,
jazz.
But it's still, it's the music. I can sing to a right to any music. I've been a part of EDM bands, electronic, to gospel, to country, to R&B, soul. It's just the creation of different music, and the genres doesn't dictate to me to put something negative on it at any time. Any sound, I'm gonna still put love in it.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Beautiful.
Wow, that's awesome.
Propel the message.
Anybody else got any questions? I'm in awe right now because I've known her, but I didn't know all of this.
Oh, goody gumdrops.
So I'm more. I'm really getting
layers.
A lot of great information right now. That's so dope.
I want to ask, which song that you've written speaks to you the most?
Oh, to date? There's one from my first project called The Answer, but on my latest one, Thank You for the Memories.
Ooh. Okay. The Answer, Thank You for the
Nielsen,
Memories.
right?
Yeah.
All right. So hopefully, we're gonna take a quick break. Maybe we can get a sample of one of them. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be joined some more with Miss Oya.
All the real queens. Stand up.
Is this a manifestation? No, it has to because it's too good. I could not have planned it better myself, so I think it could be love, oh love, oh love. Thank you, You got to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch on to the affirmative, but don't mess with Mr. In Between. You've got to spread joy up to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum, and have faith. A pandemonium, liable to walk upon the scene to illustrate.
Lord, I know I've been changed. Lord, I know I've been changed. Oh my gosh. Lord, I know I've been changed because the angels in heaven done sign my name.
Oh my God.
I got goosebumps.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I felt every bit of that song through my bones.
Beautiful.
Chills.
Oh
God
my
bless you.
God.
Actual chills.
She filled
You
the
sound
room.
almost as good as me.
Oh my.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Oh yeah.
Let's have a
Let me
sing
tell you
off.
something. I swear on everything. Like the tears almost started coming out.
Aw,
Oh my God.
that means a lot to me. I get misty
That's
eyed when I
ama-
do that one a little
that-
bit too. So excuse
That
me
one
because
touched soul and bone and everything else.
It
Oh
was
my-
No,
the church you go. We go there every Sunday.
Now, you know what's so crazy? This is what's so crazy about life. 95% of the people that sing right now could not sit here and do that.
Oh, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
everything
Like on
more-
beat like that?
They'll be
No
like,
way. Yeah.
Oh no,
hard to-
I need
yeah.
that studio. You are like
Yeah.
a singer.
thank
Yeah,
you,
you
Phil.
Wow, that's amazing. Wow, I got chills still. But anyway, moving on. I need to talk about your book.
Yes.
Okay, I see it right here, the 5-star points for success.
Yes,
please,
yes.
Please enlighten us.
Well, you know, going back to even that song that I just sang, that was a song that my father taught me. And we sang that in church. It's on my first, no, that's on my second project, My Father's Star. And that one is dedicated to suicide prevention and mental health awareness. My Father's Star there. So I've Been Changed is on that one. Yep. And what I recognized, you know, and it's so interesting because a lot of, you know, it's so interesting what happens to us as children and how you can recognize things. Like if you're really self-aware and you're really processing, which I was that child, I was always writing and thinking. And I would notice that people would get just so hallelujah, praise the Lord in church on Sunday, but then come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they would start to deflate. And I would also notice like the motivational speakers and different programs I would watch, and this is as a child, this is around 8 years old. They would just be, yes, I'm gonna do it, yes. But then by Monday, Tuesday, after they went to that weekend seminar, wait, how am I gonna do it again?
Right. Yeah.
And they didn't have the tools.
Consistency.
So I started to think about that, and I didn't know that a lot of the notes and a lot of the writing since I was a child, and then with the education, it all came together for the 5-star points for success, which is really aligning with your mind, your body, your spirit, your emotions, and your environment. Getting very clear about your mission, purpose, and intentions, really knowing your worth, and really digging in and taking the action steps to live the life that you were blessed to live. Like God gave you a purpose, but yet so many people are afraid of it or don't know it, and they're afraid of judgment, and they have all these things against their own selves. So it was just so wonderful to create this, to be a companion to the music. So I get to go in to schools and Fortune 500 companies, all kinds of different groups, and teach this. And it's so rewarding. It's awesome work. And yeah, that's the 5-star points for success.
I'm sitting here looking at the book. Oya's your middle name, huh?
There you go.
This is like a music therapy also. You can talk about that a little bit. for
Yeah,
us.
so like I said, you know, and you were talking about it, you know, all jokes aside, there is music that can deplete you, just like people can say things to you and deplete you, take you down. Or you can speak life into people.
Yeah.
You can sing life into people. You ever notice like at different concerts, different vibrations, different sounds, different lyrics can uplift people and they can say yes, or they can get angry. you know? And so it's a really something that is really also something that evolved over time with working with the youth in schools and corporations with team building. And I'm thrilled that, and then now I have my partner in Shine, my husband now, where we get to go, we get to like work with kids and like, you know,
That's so
really
dope.
teach them how to not only program and produce music, but me as the songwriter and like I said, of inspiration and positivity, they get to express themselves. Because so many people don't know how to express themselves and how to speak, but music, when you bring music into the picture, it brings forth something out of them. And I've seen it from seniors to little kids to children with special needs, music. And then you bring in the principles with it. Oh, it's just a beautiful recipe.
They're not just talking at them.
Yeah.
You're giving them more than
Ever talking kids. When I was in high school, I remember motivational speakers would come, and I was so bored out of my mind. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Because they talked at us. They told us, don't do this, do this, do
A lot of
that. Don't
restrictions.
show how
Yeah.
Right.
There was no.
How do I do that exactly?
Right. and not only that, but there was just no connection, you know? So I wanted to be a motivational speaker back then, but I vowed never to be that motivational speaker. Yeah, to really
You inspire.
engage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have fun.
Yeah.
You made a great point a little while ago, and it kind of reminds me of Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee said, you know, don't speak negatively about yourself because the body doesn't know the difference.
Yes.
Facts on facts on facts.
Yeah. And so that's a great point. So, you know, that your music, through your music, that we're getting the positivity, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
That you are this person, because you are needed in this
The earth.
madness that we call this world. Definitely, positivity goes a long way. But we're gonna take a quick break, and we have one more segment with Miss Oya. So when we come back, more Oya.
You want them to be happy and fully engaged in the work. Otherwise, guess what happens? They'll be distracted at work.
Absolutely.
And they're not producing. You know, every successful company, they have a mission and a purpose, right? Once you begin to figure out these things with yourself, everything that you do within your work, it's like so clear. And you can say, you know what? This is me. This is what I can stand in. This is what I do. And this is how I'm going to shine my light in the world and be prosperous.
I know you're really strong because you're watching this right now.
Just close your eyes and visualize the ones who came before you.
Life is so worth living. There's dreams, potentials.
I think that everybody is irreplaceable.
History does not need to repeat itself.
Choose life because there is so much joy in the world.
I'm 42 years old and I'm a suicide survivor.
All right, welcome back to the Able Show podcast. Again, we are joined by the lovely Miss Oya. Now, wow, we just saw this amazing documentary, but it's like, and it's, like I said off camera, it's like, it's a downer, and you said, sometimes we gotta go down and come up. So please explain to us about this documentary and why it's so important for you.
So, you know, with the 5 star points for success, it is a place where most of us are. Like, you know, we can get depressed. Everybody gets depressed. We've all gone through different things. And they're ready to process what I have there in that program. Some people are not ready for that. They're just, the covers are completely over their heads. They're having suicidal thoughts. They're having a more difficult time than I would say the average. And Ending the Pain was born from that because I know that they couldn't even do that. And I had been thinking about it for quite a long time. And during the pandemic, I had that opportunity to really go there because so many people were really in a very dark place. But the person that really pushed me to do it, who the actual documentary is dedicated to, is Zane, who is in the music community one of the most amazing saxophone players in the world. and he committed suicide.
Wow.
And I've been doing this work, you guys, for a while. I've heard some really horrific stories, but you know, when that really hits, like, ooh, like I'm fighting it back now, like just like it really hit me in a different way. Like I called him my little Charlie Parker, if y'all know anything about jazz. Okay.
Birdland.
And make a long story short, I said, how can I take my talents, my skills, my gifts, and bring something together that could save lives? If we had to lose him, how could we save hundreds of thousands of people's lives, you know, by creating this and this program? So I did that during the pandemic.
That's amazing. You know, it's so funny. The pandemic, everybody's like, oh my God, the pandemic was horrible. And I was like, yeah, for a certain extent it was. But a lot of great things came out of it as well. And just to this project, I mean, that's an amazing thing that you're doing, because it is very prevalent in our society right now. People feel hopeless a lot of times. And I think that's what you said earlier, like with your music, it's so uplifting, and it's like, wow, I can listen to this music and this song and I feel a little bit better.
You know, talking about the 5 star points for success, mind, body, spirit, emotion, environment, everything I'm talking about is really consumption. What you're putting in your ears, what you're putting in your eyes, what you're putting in your mouth, like what you're eating can affect you cognitively. Yeah. You know, what you're listening to can literally change your energy, your vibrations of how you're going to be seen in the world. Like we're a part of some of it. We're a part of it. We make our own choices about what we listen to and what we do. So we have to take responsibility. But there are some people that are just a little bit under that they need a little bit more of a helping hand to pull out. And it's so beautiful because in Ending the Pain, these are all people that had attempted or had thought about it and, you know, were in that process of thinking about or actually committing suicide. And I call them my life ambassadors now. And they're the world's life ambassadors because they're real people with real stories that are now living on the other side.
How did you reach them? Like, where was your process of it? Because I know when you're in that space, sometimes it's like, no, like you can't even.
So I just really put the word out that I was really looking for people that had been through that and really was ready to tell their story and to help others. Because that's the whole thing, right? Like, if you go through things, don't keep that to yourself. Share that with the world, because like you get to help other people that don't think that they could be anything in this world. But if you share, you know, this is what this show is about. Right? So if you share whatever your disability is, right? Or whatever your issue was or whatever trauma, and then you catapult it through, that is...
You're able.
You're able to do it.
And then you help others to be able.
Yes.
Yeah,
and that's what this show is all about. That's why I'm so honored to be here. You see how we wrap that up?
She's pumping us out.
But it's true. It's true.
Of course it is.
It's true.
Of course it is.
It's impactful. Being in this space together is what really brings people up.
Yeah, every day, you know, sharing, being kind, being loving to yourself.
I think it is really beautiful, like you found your mission here in the earth.
Yeah.
And you share this with everybody, and I wish like everybody follow all your steps, because this is beautiful, like what she does here, and thank you for that. Because it's not everybody able to give you time for do this for other people.
Thank you, but I just want to say it wasn't easy.
I appreciate that.
It wasn't an easy task.
No, it's not easy.
You know, when I was
also
little,
mentally, right? You need to like really be strong.
Yeah. I have a question. We're going back serious a little bit, because you said it when you were talking. You said it beautifully, but thinking about suicide and beyond. When it's a thought process, could it just be that, or is it like? Is that the first sign, or is that, because sometimes I know people are like, man, you know, like you just haphazardly, would I ever do it? Or I think about it. So now when you go and talk to kids and people and everything else, are there signs that we could look for?
Yeah, you know, I had a vision of teenager when you were just talking to me that sent me a DM. And it makes me misty-eyed thinking about it because he was going through so much as a kid. Like, we as adults, like, it can be heavy, right?
Yeah.
But like, you know, we have a little bit more of an opportunity to be equipped with more tools. And this was just a kiddo, man, like 9th, 10th grade. And after I did my talk, he was waiting and he wanted to talk to me. And I was talking to some other young ladies and he didn't want to bother me, so he started to walk away. And thank goodness Moni, my assistant, was there, and she said, no, stay. And because I told Moni, I said, don't let him go. And when he came, we talked, and then he sent me a message later. And you know what this young man said? He said, thank you for seeing me. He said, my mom is dying. And he was having issues with his sister because, you know, she was pregnant and, you know, that was a whole nother story in itself. The father had left the household. So just that kindness, just talking to him and helping him with just some words that now he's still here and he's doing different things because he knows that I'm worthy to live, that I'm important. Like, nobody is just born just to be born.
Yeah.
Like, we all have purpose.
Exactly.
We're all a blessing, we're all a gift. And that's like the message that like I get so like, you know what I'm saying? I get super passionate about through my music and my speaking. It's music and motivation. Like, God bless me with this voice to sing and to speak and, you know, get that word out. So you see, like I be serious about this, y'all. Like, you know
are
what I mean?
motivation to all of us. I mean, I'm in awe of you. It's like I said, I've known you. You did one of my shows years ago, but it's like sitting here and listening to you. It's like I'm more in awe than I ever have been. And I want to thank you so much for joining us. It was just amazing, amazing, amazing. We got, you know, but this is all important stuff. And you're right. We are able. That's the purpose of this show. We are able. And thank you for your beautiful spirit and that amazing voice. My God. Shit, I'm still shaking. I'm still over here like, did she really just do that?
Right.
Acapella?
Maybe you can finish it
on the couch, sitting down.
Maybe you can finish it like.
So, Ms. Oya, how can we find you on social media? How can people get to know more? How can they help?
Thank you. Well, everything is Spirit of Oya, spiritofoya.com, on social media, Spirit of Oya, and endingthepain.com if anyone wants to donate to that. Our goal is to build out just a place where when people are Googling how to commit suicide, you know, or they're in that space that they will find this beautiful rainbow of information. I'm connecting with people that have books and just other resources that's fun and interesting and pulls you in to let everyone know that you're a gift and you're a blessing. And I say this everywhere I go, so if I didn't, it wouldn't be right, which is my mantra that I say every day, remind myself and to everyone I speak to, which is don't let anyone or anything dim your light, including yourself. Now go out and shine like the star you are.
Amen to that.
Everybody's a star.
I'm taking that.
Everybody's a star. Just know how brightly you want to shine and how you can help others to shine.
That is amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So everybody, thank you for joining us. Again, thank you to Ms. Oya. For Scott, Rebecca, and Bruna. Wow, that was amazing. Thank you again for joining us. We will see you next time. Remember, you are able.
The road was hard, but look at us rise. Oh, look at us rise. I cook your meals, I clean your house, I wash your clothes, I rub you real clear while you